Welcome back to Legacy Coins USA. Today we're diving deep into one of the most overlooked yet fascinating European coins, the 2015 French 2 cent. Tiny in size but packed with art, history, and hidden value, this coin tells a complete story of modern Europe's identity. Today, we're exploring a coin that most people ignore, the 2015 France 2 cent coin. It's light, it's coppery, and it sits quietly in change jars all over Europe. But within its tiny circle lies the story of liberty, revolution, and a nation that taught the world the meaning of freedom. Every line on this coin speaks of history, a story that began not in 2015, but more than 2 centuries earlier, when France changed the course of human civilization forever. To understand this coin, we first need to understand what it represents. The 2 cent coin is part of the European Union's shared currency system, the euro, adopted in 2002 to unify Europe under one economic flag. But each country was allowed to express its own national identity through its coin designs. For France, that expression could only be one thing: liberty. And so, the figure of Marianne, the eternal symbol of the French Republic, was chosen. Her face on this small coin carries the same power that inspired revolutions and shaped democracy across the world. The 2015 2 cent coin is minted in Pessac, France, a city known for wine, craftsmanship, and one of the most technologically advanced mints in Europe, La Monnaie de Paris. Here, precision meets passion. Every year, the mint produces millions of coins for circulation, but the 2015 batch stands out because it came during a period of renewal for the French Euro series, a year of artistic refinement and exceptional quality control. The obverse of the coin features Marianne, designed by artist Fabien Courchiade in 1999 when France transitioned from francs to euros. Her version of Marianne was young, modern, and full of hope, a woman with wind-swept hair, gazing toward the future. It's the embodiment of France's national motto: Liberté, Égalité, Fraternité, liberty, equality, fraternity. Each strand of her hair flows like freedom itself, captured in metal for eternity. Around her head, 12 stars form a gentle circle, representing the unity of the European Union. But they also echo an older symbol, the 12 Apostles, the zodiac, completeness, showing that this design was never random. It was spiritual, political, and emotional all at once. Underneath Marianne's chin, you'll find the initials RF, which stand for République Française, a mark that defines this coin as distinctly French. The reverse side of the coin, common across all euro cent denominations, was created by Belgian artist Luc Louix. It displays the globe, with Europe connected to Africa and Asia, symbolizing global openness. Lines radiate from Europe like paths of communication, trade, and cooperation. In 2015, that message was powerful, as Europe sought unity in a time of change and challenge. The coin's composition is copper-plated steel, giving it that warm reddish glow. When fresh from the mint, it shines like fire. Over time, it darkens, developing a deep chocolate patina that many collectors admire. It weighs precisely 3.06 grams and measures 18.75 millimeters in diameter, small enough to go unnoticed in your pocket, yet significant enough to tell the story of a continent. 2015 wasn't just another year. For France, it was a time of reflection. The world had entered an age of digital currency and fast change, yet the art of coinage remained ancient, tactile, beautiful. This coin became a link between tradition and modernity. The Pessac Mint continued its legacy, using advanced technology while still treating each strike as a piece of national pride. Now, let's dive into the history behind Marianne, the woman on the coin. She first appeared as a symbol during the French Revolution in the late 1700s. She's not a real person but an idea, a vision of liberty personified as a strong, free woman. Over centuries, her face has changed with time, from serious to hopeful, from stern to gentle, but her message remains unchanged: freedom belongs to the people. The 2015 version of Marianne continues that story. She is young and determined, facing forward as if guiding the nation into the future. Her portrait combines both the revolutionary spirit of 1789 and the modern digital age of 2015. It's a coin that connects generations, reminding every French citizen that liberty isn't inherited, it's renewed with every era. The minting process itself is a work of engineering. Steel blanks are coated with a thin layer of pure copper, heated, and struck under tons of pressure. The design is pressed with microscopic precision so that even the smallest curl of Marianne's hair appears alive. Each coin passes inspection before being released for circulation across Europe, from Paris to Berlin, Rome to Lisbon. Now, let's talk about mintage. In 2015, France minted approximately 209 million €2 coins. That may sound like a lot, but remember, France's economy circulates billions of coins. When you compare it to earlier years, 2015's production was moderate, making it a collectible year for those who track mintage variations. Most of these coins entered everyday circulation, used for bus tickets, baguettes, or cafés, but a few were struck in proof condition for collectors. These proof versions were part of official mint sets, packed in presentation cases, with mirror-like fields and frosted reliefs. Collectors love the 2015 coin for its balance. Not too common, not too rare, but meaningful. It marks the midpoint of a decade when European coins found new artistic appreciation beyond their monetary value. In terms of market value, a circulated 2015 French €2 is still worth face value, about €2. But in pristine, uncirculated condition, values rise to $2 to $4 USD, depending on the collector's market. Proof versions can bring $10 to $15 USD, while rare mint errors can be worth $30 to $100 USD or more. Yes, error coins exist. Some 2015 issues show weak strikes, double lettering on RF, or slight die misalignments. These aren't common, but when found, they make headlines in collector groups. Every coin hunter dreams of finding that one misstruck gem that turns a small copper piece into a treasure. Collectors from Asia, especially Japan and India, have recently begun showing interest in Eurocents. They see these coins as windows into European lifestyle and design. On social platforms, collectors post photos of 2015 French coins alongside architecture or art, merging numismatics with travel storytelling. In numismatic exhibitions, French coins often stand out under spotlight displays. The reddish glow of the €2 catches the eye, while Marianne's serene face reflects both revolution and peace. That contrast between fire and calmness defines the coin's aura, and perhaps the soul of France itself. The 2015 coin also coincided with several anniversaries in European history, including the 70th year since the end of World War II. While not directly commemorative, the sentiment of unity and freedom resonated across the continent, making even regular coins symbolic reminders of peace. From a technical standpoint, the coin's steel core gives it strength while keeping production affordable. France, like most Eurozone members, optimized its minting efficiency by balancing cost and durability. That's why even after years of circulation, the 2015 coins retain clear designs despite scratches. When teaching young collectors, mentors often begin with coins like this, simple, inexpensive, but meaningful. They teach how to grade, store, and appreciate history through the smallest details. The 2015 coin becomes not just an artifact, but a classroom for numismatic learning. Market trends as of 2025 show a slow but steady increase in interest for early Euro-era coins. As collectors realize that time passes quickly, even modern issues like 2015 start to gain historical weight. Some auctions have already listed complete mint rolls of 2015 French 2 cents selling for $6 to $8 USD, depending on quality. All these aspects make one thing clear: this little copper coin is far more than 2 cents. It's a reflection of a proud nation, a living memory of unity, and a piece of art that you can hold in your hand. And the deeper you look into it, the more stories you uncover, stories of people, passion, and perseverance. As we step into the final chapters of this journey, let's reflect on what this coin truly stands for. The 2015 France 2 Eurocent is not just a mark of value, it is a carrier of time, a messenger of art, and a survivor of history. It witnessed the evolution of the Eurozone, the rise of digital economy, and yet remained constant, loyal to the human touch that makes currency more than just numbers. Every scratch on its surface tells a human story. Maybe it was exchanged between lovers in Paris, or dropped into a musician's guitar case along the Seine. Perhaps it crossed borders, traveling silently through Europe's train lines, seeing cities, cultures, and lives change. And now, it rests in a collector's hand, no longer a tool of trade, but a piece of emotion. Coins like this remind us why physical money still matters. They remind us that history is tangible. The 2015 2 Eurocent is a reminder of how art and economics coexist. It shows how a simple design can represent liberty, equality, and fraternity, not just as words, but as daily values of life in France. Collectors who study these coins often say the real beauty isn't in the shine, but in the story. They spend hours under magnifying lenses, tracing the fine lines of Marianne's profile, admiring how the engraver managed to capture life within the limits of a 2-cent coin. It's a meditation, a connection between the artist and the admirer across time. The demand for 2015 French 2-euro-cent coins has slowly risen in the global numismatic community. While common in circulation, pristine examples with full red luster and no contact marks are increasingly difficult to find. Collectors pay between $3 to $8 for certified mint state coins, and proof strikes can reach $20 to $25 when sold in official sets. Online platforms like eBay, MA Shops, and Numista record hundreds of transactions every year, showing continuous demand. What drives this popularity isn't monetary gain, but appreciation of history. The French 2 cent represents a country's creative spirit, and that's something collectors worldwide value deeply. Interestingly, many modern European schools now include numismatics as part of their history and economics lessons. The 2015 French 2 cent is frequently used to teach students how design and politics intertwine, how symbols, like Marianne, can outlast centuries of change while still evolving in meaning. When we compare the 2015 issue to earlier versions, we see refinement in every aspect. The metallic plating is smoother, the rim sharper, and the overall finish more balanced. It's as if the French mint was sending a message: our art evolves, but our spirit remains the same. And that message continues to echo even today. Numismatics isn't only about rarity, it's about emotion. This coin, born from molten metal and molded under immense pressure, carries a heartbeat, the pulse of every person who ever held it. In a world turning increasingly digital, the 2015 2-euro-cent remains a warm reminder that human stories still need something to hold on to. The symbolism behind Marianne has always been deeper than design. She represents the people, their courage, compassion, and defiance. Each coin minted with her image spreads that same energy, circulating freedom one hand at a time. That's the unseen beauty that gives the 2015 France 2-euro-cent its soul. By 2025, collectors have begun categorizing the early 2010s euro coins as the second-generation classics. That's because they mark the period when euro coinage transitioned from new to historic. The 2015 issue now belongs to that legacy, still young, yet already part of a story written in bronze and steel. Some private mints have even started issuing colorized versions of the 2-euro-cent coin for collectors, featuring enhanced hues of red and gold. While these are not legal tender, they demonstrate how artistic admiration continues to grow, a tribute to the original French design. Experts predict that over the next few decades, physical coins might become less common due to digital payment systems. Yet, ironically, that very transition will make coins like the 2015 2-euro-cent even more precious. People will look back and remember the feel of real money, the weight of history in their palms. Museums in Paris and Lyon already display full euro coin series, each telling stories of their respective years. The 2015 collection often attracts visitors for its balanced craftsmanship and modern shine. For many, it's their first time realizing that something as small as 2 cents can carry the legacy of a nation. Even the sound it makes, a soft metallic ring when dropped on marble, is part of its charm. That sound has echoed in shops, homes, and train stations across Europe. It's the heartbeat of everyday life, subtle, unnoticed, but essential. The 2015 France 2-euro-cent is the music of the people. From a collector's perspective, storing this coin in a sealed capsule ensures its future preservation. Many serious collectors also pair it with its 1, 5, 10, 20, and 50-euro-cent counterparts to form the full copper and brass French series. Together, they tell a broader story of design evolution and economic resilience. The French mint's commitment to maintaining artistic excellence makes every release special. In 2015, even though millions were minted, each carried pride, a promise that even the smallest denomination deserves respect and beauty. That's what sets French coinage apart from the rest of the world. When viewed under magnification, you can see faint micro-engraving lines, added as security features. These details prevent counterfeit production but also add texture, a sign of France's blend of technology and tradition. Few nations treat their small coins with such care and precision. To collectors who understand symbolism, the 12 stars surrounding Marianne represent the unity of the European family, each star a promise of peace, equality, and solidarity. It's easy to forget that behind every small coin lies a larger political and cultural dream. If you ever find a 2015 French 2 euro-cent coin, take a moment before spending it. Hold it in your hand. Feel its texture, its warmth, and its weight. That's not just metal, that's memory. A piece of France's heart, passed quietly from one generation to the next. Over time, these coins will gain value not merely in price, but in nostalgia. The generation that grew up with euro coins will one day tell their grandchildren how it felt to hold real change, and the 2015 2 euro-cent will be part of that memory. History always finds new meaning in what we once took for granted. For investors and collectors alike, keeping rolls or proof sets from 2015 is a smart long-term decision. As years go by and circulation pieces fade, untouched coins will become rare and desirable. The sentimental and historical value together will drive their legacy forward. So, when you see this coin, don't see 2 cents. See a canvas of copper, a face of freedom, a silent poem from France to the world. It speaks through its design, through its texture, through its endurance, whispering stories of liberty and love to anyone willing to listen. And as we close this journey, remember, every collector starts with one coin, but ends up collecting stories. The 2015 France 2 euro-cent is not just a piece of currency, it's a piece of humanity. A bridge between the past and the present, between art and economy, between hearts and history. Thank you for watching, dear viewers. This was Legacy Coins USA, where every coin tells a story. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep history, rare value, and hidden treasures from around the world. Until next time, keep collecting, keep learning, and keep the legacy alive.